Hey there, welcome to the channel of Dr. Draw. Good to have you here. Today I want to share a psychological trick that changed my mind. As some of you might know, I studied psychology, and while going through those books, one research by Robert Rosenthal blew my mind. Robert wanted to know if expectations influence performance. In other words, does your belief affect the outcome? To research this, he went to school teachers and asked them to participate in a test. He assured them it would make them a better teacher. Most said, yeah, sure. So he went to all those schools and gave the kids IQ tests to test how much potential they had. Coming back home, he threw all the completed tests in the garbage bin. What? Yeah, instead of scoring them, he randomly gave all kids a score ranging from stupid to outstanding. He went back to the school teachers and gave them the results, telling them they were real. And then he waited. He waited to see how this would affect their behavior. Not of the kids, but of the teachers. Knowing the IQ of a child significantly affects the way a teacher treats a child. Those thought to be stupid were treated with negative expectations, and those thought to be smart were treated with positive expectations. So what's the difference between positive and negative expectations? Let's say all kids had the same result on a test, a 6 or a D. Those treated with negative expectations were praised for reaching an okay result, but those treated with positive expectations were told that they could do better. With a bit more effort, you could have gotten a 7 or an 8. Getting told that you cannot do better is a negative expectation, and getting told that you can do better is a positive expectation, because it shows trust in your potential. You might be a small-time artist now, but you could be a master artist. And the effects of this study had long-term consequences. After just 6 months, those treated with positive expectations scored 13 IQ points higher than the other kids treated with negative expectations. How sick is that? After just 6 months of someone telling you that you can do better will actually mean that you do better. So I'm not sure what you guys thought at the beginning of this video, but the answer is yes. Expectations influence performance, and this is also called the Pygmalion Effect. Theoretically, this means that our belief about ourselves influences our actions towards others, and our actions towards others influences their beliefs about us. And their beliefs about us influences their actions towards us. And those actions influence our beliefs about ourselves. You can imagine Robert was sued for this. If those stupid kids were treated in a different way, they would have a different future. My kid could have been an astronaut. I want to talk to the manager. Okay, Karen, calm down, jeez. But what does it matter to you? What does it matter to know that a teacher will make you do better? Well, in a way, you are your own teacher. How do you talk to yourself? If you fail, do you say, did my best, can do better? Or do you say, I'll do better next time? Because you define your own reality by the way you talk to yourself. If you believe what you say, it becomes true. Almost like a magic spell. The fuck is that? But it's important to realize that this belief doesn't happen overnight. Remember, it took 6 months, not 6 days, not 6 weeks to see a result. If you say to yourself today, I can do better, you'll see the result in 6 months. The easiest way to start doing this is by using the method reverse thinking, which is the simplest method in the world. It consists of 2 axes. On one we make a distinction between positive and negative, and on the other between thoughts and feelings. And well, the name kinda implies it. Every time we think of something negative, we reverse think it into something positive. Let me explain with a personal example. When I started out making videos, I wanted to create a side hustle and decided to make a Skillshare video. Because making videos is easy. Not! It took me 2 years to produce, shoot and edit the video and cost me 2,000 euros. I'm pretty happy with the result, but to let you in a little secret, it hasn't paid itself back. After the first month, when I eagerly opened up Skillshare to see how much money I made, those numbers made me feel like a loser. I thought I'd made the wrong decision. So I did a bit of reverse thinking and thought about what I had learned. Well, making a video isn't a 4-step process. It's more like this. Or like this when you're starting out. Learning all that makes it possible for me to make videos now that are better and hopefully really help people. Looking at the model, I went from thinking I made the wrong decision to I learned making videos, and that makes me feel empowered. It might sound cliche, but in a way failing doesn't exist. The only thing that can happen is learning. That's easier said than done. But if you learn to apply this method of reverse thinking and you do this on, a daily basis, or at least every time you experience something negative, you'll start learning that this is actually the only way to improve. The only way to improve is by failing. I want to challenge you with something. I want to ask you to write in the comments a situation that was a negative experience for you, and then reverse think it into something positive by first going through the thoughts and the feelings that you experienced as negative, and then flipping them into something that is more positive. And then you'll see that it's actually a lot easier to change your perspective on how you view experiences. Now, if you like this video, I want to ask you to hit the like button so YouTube makes it more available for more people, and share it with someone who might enjoy watching it or learn something from it. But for now, I want to thank you for watching, and maybe check out this video, which is also very interesting. But for now, have an awesome day and stay drawing. Adios! Which is the simplest method. Coming back home, he threw all the completed coming back home, he completed again.